Think running a day spa is all massages and relaxation? There is nothing relaxing about owning a day spa, but we're here to help. Serious spa owners know that being in the spa business isn't for the weak. It takes hard work, planning, and just a bit of luck. We should know because we've owned a successful day spa for over 20 years. Now we're opening up our playbooks and giving you the business insights to run your day spa rather than letting it run you. This is a Spapreneur podcast with Lynn Graves and Ramona Rice.
Ceci.
Yes, ma'am.
I feel like as the house renovation is coming to a close, I feel like we've been in...
God.
See, you sound like you're in a valley when you say it like that.
Oh, no. Look. I'm like a marathoner, and I'm on that last mile, and I have all this adrenaline going on inside me, but it's not showing on the outside because my ass is whooped. Whooped, I tell you, whooped.
Well, we didn't realize it would be this bad.
Oh, my God, folks. This house, we alluded last time, that is fighting back. Let me give you a small example of fighting back. You know, we have taken out chimneys and fireplaces, and we had red dust everywhere. And I'm thinking, okay, we got the core done. So let's go outside and let's plant some rose bushes. So I have the grandson next to the house where we're going to be putting a patio, start digging 2 feet down. There's friggin' slab. 2 feet down. There's slab in the dirt. What the fuck?
I should not be
Really?
this house.
Really?
This house, the boy, he bought it 3 years ago, and it's crazy. It's the craziest house.
It's in the middle of the city, and it's got a back 40. There are fucking deer that go play back there. I'm telling you, the house is psycho.
Next year, I want to buy a she shed.
Oh, you go for it because I ain't doing it.
No, I'm going to hire somebody to build me a she shed.
Yeah, you go for it.
Because I want a podcast studio out there. I want a closet in the backyard.
No, before you do that, you're going to be building yourself a kid shed so that you can go, kids, get your ass out of here and go play. And you'll be including Grimmel in the middle of that.
No, that's why I'm building the she shed. They can keep the house. I'll go with the she shed.
I understand that. Good morning, folks.
Hello. Welcome to Spapreneur Podcast. I am Ramona Rice.
I am Ceci.
That's Lynn Graves, and she's also my mom. And today we are talking about something that I am noticing a lot of you. We are getting into a season for many of us here, especially in the United States, where spring finally may be here.
Yeah. Well, I looked at the next week, and we're consistently above 50, which is yay.
Okay, it's May. Normally we're in the 80s by now. Something has gone terribly wrong.
But, well, I mean, the last few years has been a little bit on the cooler side, and that's okay. It gives our flowers time to soak in and everything to grow, and I'm okay with it, but it'd be nice to see more of the sun.
Yes. But when the sunshine finally comes out,
what happens to the people?
The people disappear because all of a sudden they're like, it's sunny outside. Like, they're like born free, and they get to like run, and they're like sweet.
And then what's even more fun? You go to Lowe's. You go to the garden center, and they're all lined up with their shovels and their mulch and their dirt and their flowers. And I just laugh saying, you ain't coming to see me right now, but you'll be seeing me in about 3 weeks.
And that's what you got to wait for. Right now, it's called the peaks and valleys of your business.
Yeah. It's so funny because Mona came to me with this idea of let's do this podcast. And I went, you are so right, because I'd been looking at the books and I thought, why don't we have more clients on the book? What's going on? Has it been because I haven't been here? And I don't think that's it, because I have a really good core group of therapists, but it's just light.
Here's the combination of everything. It's around tax time. People freak out when it's tax time.
Yeah, and I'd forgotten that. So now tax season is done with, so
the spring has sprung, and so people have spring fever, and they're like, let me be outside.
Yes.
And also, it's the end of the school year. It's into college time, so people are traveling.
And that does. Oddly, you would think that would bring more people in. It doesn't. And Mother's Day is kind of odd for us. We might sell a lot of gift certificates, but today we don't have a lot of mothers that actually come in on that day because they're spending it with the family.
Which I think is bullshit. Can I just say
look, I'm capitalizing on it.
No. Well, no. I'm fine with, us
taking your money.
Yeah. But the whole idea of Mother's Day, if you really want to celebrate mothers, give us a fucking day off and take the boys, take those children away.
Yes.
Take them far away or hire a house bunny.
Oh, that was one of the best gifts I ever got, was a full day of house cleaning. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Yes. Seriously, do that. Yeah. That's Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Or
however,
because sometimes going to the day spa is exhausting.
Yeah, but however, we will take your money.
Yes, we will. Yes, we will.
And we will tell you how much they need these gifts. And
here's the thing, ladies, men, because I worked in Bath and Body Works for many years, and they came in, particularly the last minute, you charge them more. You get them to get those big packages because they're stupid. And I know this seems unethical. It's not.
It's not. And we consider educating the men that come in, and they have this dazed look on their face, and they normally have children in tow. And it's like, so what are we getting, Mommy? I'm not sure. Well, let me show you our favorite package and what most mothers really enjoy. And so we guide them.
It's
gently.
a great time to sell series of packages too. Mother's Day is a great time to sell like the prepaid packages.
Absolutely.
Not a traditional membership. Don't do that because she may not want that. But the prepaid of 4, because then throughout the year she can schedule as she wants to get the massages. It's the gift that keeps on giving. So really focus on that. Okay. So you get a little bit of a peak for Mother's Day. You can really capitalize it. And I've seen some great.
And then we slide back down.
Because it's summer.
Well, it's not just summer. High schoolers across the United States are starting to graduate once again. That's the time when I find that a lot of people don't come
because they're just busy.
They're so swamped with graduation and prom
and
season.
Weddings.
As we record this, prom season is starting to hit. And poor little Lyric has got his sister who he raised. She's graduating this year. He is consumed with this, and he should be.
Absolutely.
Because it's her time.
Yeah.
So people are just distracted.
And then June is serious wedding season. Serious wedding season.
Now, I'm trying to circumvent that a little bit because that is wedding season. However, we've not done this in the past. Some of you have probably done this in the past, but we're starting to gear up to capitalize on that of not the day of your wedding, not even the day before, but a couple of days before. Mothers come in, your bridesmaids come in, your dads come in. Whoever is driving you fucking nuts needs to come in.
Yeah, send them on a field trip to get rubbed.
Yeah, Grandma wants to play with the wedding. Grandma, I have this extra gift certificate. I don't know what to do with it.
And it's going to expire if I don't do it. Help them lie to their family. You help them lie to the family. Because sometimes grandma's like, no, you say that for you. And like, no, it's going to expire and I really don't have the time. Okay, help the clients, people, because they will be loyal to you forever. Seriously, take advantage of these things. Do the marketing. Let your clients know, like, this is a great place to hide your grandma.
Yes.
Wife's daycare.
Now, sometimes grandmas are great. My mother was, oh my God, driving us out of our friggin' mind. So we had to hide her away. We
gave her a project.
Yeah, yes. That's
Seriously,
a good thing.
That or give them a job. We have several people coming to help with my wedding in August, and they will just get jobs.
Oh, yes, they will each have a job. Absolutely.
If they have a job, that means I don't have to do it. So, because my job is just to be pretty.
That's right.
Yes. See how
the peaks and valleys. There's other things. I start looking at the rosters, and because we're so large now, I have all the therapists do this individually also. Who have you not seen in a while? Who has not come in? And why? So Miss Therapist, you're not comfortable calling them. We have the luxury of throwing it back to the front desk. That's one of the luxuries we present. However, if you don't have that luxury, I don't want to call them. They might think I'm bothering them. Just do a wellness check. Hi, it's blah, blah, blah. I just haven't seen you in a long time. I want to make sure you're doing okay, that life is happy for you. And, I would love to see you again. Don't try to close the deal right there if you're not comfortable doing so. Just would love to see you when you have a moment.
Ceci, did you know that on Apple phones, the phone app is the 9th most used app? The 9th. The phone app is the 9th. The flashlight is used more than the phone. I found that out this week, and I was like, whoa.
Funny.
But it shows our times. But you can do this through email. Like, we have a system, again, Demand Force does it, where every 6 months, if they haven't been in, they get an email reminder, hey, we're here, a small, incentive to come back in, and it does work. We've had, when we do our weekly appointment emails, we send them to everybody that person's seen.
They've been doing it daily. We have these few openings available.
Yeah,
please
and
give us
the app, right?
I have noticed that your 6 Pillar girls, when they've been a little bit slow, have actually emailed and gotten on the phone, and they have started filling up their books.
Yes. So this is what I suggested to them. This entire podcast started with a discussion because a lot of them, because they had such a good first quarter, they were working it, and then all of a sudden April hit, and this is what the message I was getting. Oh God, I only have 2 appointments next week. Standard things a lot of therapists here, or my week is falling apart, all my regulars, what's going on. So this is what we did, and this is what I told them to do, and this is what I'm going to tell you guys to do. When we're in a slump, we need to go back to our marketing basics. And I want you to start tracking everything you do to work on your business. Mm-hmm. So when you send an email out, write it down, send email out on this day. When you make client return phone calls, write that down. Write down everything you do. And when you start getting people in, I want you to then type it up like on a Google sheet or Excel sheet or whatever you want to do, and make that a chart and sign it when it's slow. Leave it on your desktop where you can see, so that when it's slow, you click on that and you no longer have to think about what do I need to do. Because these are things that worked in the past. Because a lot of you, and some of these things are things you should be doing all the time. But you know what? You're busy. I get it. Yes. It sometimes doesn't happen. So that way you have a list of things to do. And in part of this episode, I will write my personal checklist of what I would do. It'll be a free download that you can just download off the show notes. This is episode 43 of the podcast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I run around, I keep everything in a spiral notebook, but something that, now this is not for larger practices. We are unable to do this. I wish we would and could, but I don't see the feasibility in our being able to do this. But if you're a single practitioner, handwritten notes in the mail. There's nothing more wonderful than getting a thank you for visiting me. I enjoyed our time together. I hope your shoulder feels better. Here's an extra card if you know someone that can use my services. You will be amazed at what a simple stamp on an envelope will do. Face it, folks, we all love it when we get something in the mail that's like, oh my God, somebody sent me something. Oh, that's so
like
cool.
A real thing, not a bill or a solicitation.
Yes, it's
notice she didn't say you need to come back in. This is not the you need to come back in.
No, you should have done that before they left.
Absolutely. And then you can do that via email. That's expected in email. But this is different. But she still mentioned the shoulder. She still mentioned the one issue that she noticed with the therapist.
Yeah, make it personal.
Yeah, make it personal so they know it's you. And you don't have to get fancy cards. Go to Target, go to Walmart, just get some blank stationery.
Yeah, something simple and easy.
Go to the post office, get
this
some
is why we get their
stamps.
Addresses, street addresses. So it's a wonderful little
There's
thing.
a place called the post office, millennials.
You've had this conversation.
No, that was the phone. This is the post office. There's this place called the post office. They do have it. You can buy stamps online, but you can go to these places, the post office. They're not always exactly the happiest place to be, but it is a place you can go and you can do this thing called buying stamps.
Oh, you can do it at Costco also and at FedEx and all these other
and
places.
Grocery stores.
And get the forever stamp
yes,
because they don't raise the prices.
Yeah,
so let's support our postal workers and get them out there.
The other thing you can do is if you're still in a slump, you're doing these things, find places where you can go and meet new people.
Yes.
Eleanor from Six Pillars just did a big expo, and at first she was a little disappointed.
Well, I know. I was surprised because she started out saying it was a bust, but then she listed all the positive things about it. I went, what the hell?
Well, I think because she was expecting hundreds of people.
No, you can't handle hundreds of people. You can handle the truth.
Which is true. But she got a good number of people that wanted her services.
And
immediately emailed them. Good contacts and met all the people. So go out there to a business event. If you're invited to a BNI group, don't join BNI, but go to the free one meeting.
You're crazy.
Just go to the
They're crazy.
They are a little crazy.
No, I would not go to
Offer to speak at a Kiwanis Club.
Yeah, that's
Offer to speak to a Rotary. Offer to do some volunteering,
Yeah, I was going to say this is also a good time because charities and all this other stuff is getting geared up. So call your American Cancer Society and find out where the Relay for Life is going to be.
And offer like 2 hours. Just 2 hours, not the entire
time. Or find out if there are groups that need some of your gift certificates as donations.
This is Teacher Appreciation Week is coming soon.
Oh, gosh.
Find a school that you're connected to that's nearby because guess what? Teachers, they do have money. Not a lot. They deserve a lot more.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that because I'm marrying a teacher.
No. No.
But we support you, Arizona teachers. You strike until you get your money. All of the teachers.
This is ridiculous. Don't get me
started.
Yeah. Our teachers deserve to be paid $100,000 plus a year for what they have.
And they should get whatever. Like the lady with the yellow binder. You want the yellow binder? I will get you that damn yellow binder.
I love her.
Yes.
Okay. So,
but get out in the community. Get out of your office. At least just one day. Get out of your. The other thing is take a break. Take an afternoon. Go read a smutty novel.
Or go find a friend of yours as a massage therapist and say, hey,
let's trade.
This is time for us to rebuild our bodies and build it. Or, hey, put on that very obvious massage therapy I rub bodies shirts.
That you should have.
Business cards with you.
Get some made.
And go to the garden shops.
Yeah, go to the garden shops because
trolling.
Here's what's going to happen. All those people buying the mulch and the shovels and whatever else you do to garden. You can tell I don't garden. I went to we have a great local nursery called Anderson's. We've actually done partnership, but the stuff they have is incredible. And I'm there with the kids because we're buying Angie a gift because they have a beautiful gift section. And they go in and they're asking me what the flowers are. I'm like, I have no clue. But we did go, like, I knew what the spices were because, I'm like, we're smelling the rosemary and things like that. But the point is that get out there, get some shirts made. They're very inexpensive to do. And, we have a masseuse on the loose. We've got those that are fun.
Which I totally stole from someone. Yeah. I acknowledge, but it was too cute.
Eleanor from Six Pillars got some made, went to the gym with one, got 2 clients from it.
Yeah. So and Eleanor's a little bit more of, I don't want to say she's shy, but she's not shy. Your outward body person like Mona.
She's not like, here I am.
So don't think you have to have our personality to do it. She's just very sweet.
Talk about another very introvert. I'm going to use Beth for a minute, my Texas Beth.
Yeah, because in the Six Pillars, I'm like, are we like boring her? Because she never talks and she's just listening.
She's very selective.
I just don't think she likes me.
No, she likes you. And I'm sure.
See my insecurities.
Yeah, see, we have.
They're my babies.
But her whole thing is geek girl massage. So what she does is she's planning on building a community just for geeks in her local area.
Love that.
And here's what she's doing. She's getting to know people for a form that she wants to talk about that's outside of massage. But guess what? She's probably gonna get a couple clients.
You need to tell Beth that one of her biggest things that she can talk about is what does the mouse do to your shoulder.
Yeah.
The mouse that took over the shoulder.
Or the computer. Yeah, seriously. Like,
the mouse that ate the cookie? This is the mouse that ruined the shoulder.
I hate to tell you, Cecily, I don't know how many people use mice anymore. Mouse, because I use the touchpad.
Well, it's sort of the same concept.
I get it. We should write that book, The Mouse That Took Over Your Shoulder.
That would be cute.
New project.
But it is. I mean, physical therapists will tell you that.
But she's planning great marketing materials for May the 4th Day, the new Han Solo movie, the new Avengers movie. Like, she's planning marketing around that because that's her target market, and that's her.
She can never meet Grimmel because, oh my God, they would geek out together.
Someone sent him. Apparently, there's this show that only lasted a season, but apparently it's the greatest sci-fi show ever called Firefly.
Oh my God, we've got the videos. He can have the videos. It is awesome.
Okay, he wants me to watch it. I'm fighting.
Awesome.
No, I'm fighting because if I watch this, he must watch one of my shows. But your show has lasted longer.
I loved him.
Oh God. Anyway,
I've got the box set.
All right. There's this Hallmark ornament with the little Firefly thing that we're gonna have to get him. It's $32.
Yeah. Well, I've got the board game for Rick. We are such Trekkie.
Oh my God. I brought in like their perfect son-in-law. James was awesome.
James was awesome. Wonderful. But somehow Grimmel he just fits right in.
But talk about that. So if you've got a passion, like for example, if I were still a massage therapist, I'm passionate about sports. So I would maybe join, and I know it sounds silly to Ceci, but join a kickball league. Because guess what? People get injured or sponsor
this is
one.
Why it sounds silly. A little inside information. She is gawky, okay? She doesn't know how to run, and it has nothing to do with her size. She can't cut a straight line. The child, the rest of us trip over a chair and go out. No, she breaks her fucking toe.
And not only breaks the toe, but it's like massively broken.
Yeah, let's not go into details because it was huge. She ducks under a spider web, flips over the rail, breaks her wrist. No kickball for you, Ramona Elaine. None. So, but there are other. All right, let's go back to the charity.
But they can sponsor a kickball team that really doesn't cost that much money. Or just be a
Or
natural
just buy
cheerleader.
them shirts.
Yeah, or just be a cheerleader at games. You know,
Yes.
just go, hey, I'm here.
Okay. But let's go back to charities because this is kind of near and dear to my heart. Call around to some of the bigger charities. Find out what's going on. Yes, it feels awkward to do that, but they're always looking. I love Habitat for Humanity.
Yeah.
Habitat Restore. I'm on their Facebook page. Habitat's always looking. You want to go out and do something, find out where a house is being built and say, I can volunteer a day. Or I'm going to bring my chair out there or my table and I'm going to massage for 10 minutes.
Or contact the Restore and see if you can do a charity chair event.
Restore. So there are a lot of things you can do from the heart that fill in your time and get your name out there. So take advantage of the valleys. You know, I love, there's there's a passage in the Bible that people misquote all the time. It says, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. I love what a pastor once said. He said, I walked through the valley. I didn't stay my ass there. I walked to the other side. Mm-hmm. So get to the other side of it. Yeah. I hope that helps somebody out there.
I'm sure it does. The other thing is that if you've been in business long enough, track your peaks and valleys because some of them are consistent.
Yeah, ours is pretty consistent around spring, but we know that those people are going to be coming back in.
But here's the deal. If you know, that's when you plan your vacations. That's when you plan to take education. Plan these things so that you can go, okay, if it's going to be slow, let me take advantage and go take a trip with my husband. Or let me go take advantage and take some education.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
That's the smartest thing to do. But that takes you actually, oh my God, sitting down and doing some analysis.
Yeah, I will say that I am befuddled sometimes of when we're slow and when we're not. Used to be September would just die, and now it doesn't because the kids go back to school and people know about us. They come back in. I think August is probably a better time for us to go and take education. It's just really hard for us to pinpoint it down because we've got so many regular clients that come in. That being said, still there are definite times around tax time, always before an election, a major election. And it was my Michelle who pointed that out to me. I said, I don't understand why we're so slow. And she said, the election's coming up. It scares people because they don't know economically where things are going.
Right.
So that's another time. So I can bank on those 2 times. I will tell you consistently graduations.
Yeah, just
every
this
year.
Time of year. It is what it is. Because you got between college and high school, it's a major milestone and people get consumed with it.
And they're more family oriented versus being more self oriented.
Right.
And that's okay. You plan around that.
And people assume, oh, this is a great time to market. Market for 3 weeks after the graduation when they finally realize, oh my God, if I had to listen to my mother-in-law, I love all my mother-in-laws, but if I had to listen to my mother-in-law one more time.
Yeah.
That's what you do. Plant the seeds now.
Yeah. Or you can say during the graduation, I know they're coming in. Oh my God, I don't know if I can do that. Plan a day for the 2 of you. You can put yourselves in separate rooms. You know, but consistently I have seen where it's slow. Now, if you have a full-blown spa, this may be a much busier time for you because people are getting their hair and nail and all those other things done.
And skincare. Yeah.
Skincare.
Our skincare right now. And it's complicated for us because Kay's daughter is graduating.
Oh.
And so Kay is, because she...
Did we tell y'all that she was a cheerleader for 2 years for the Philly Eagles?
For the Philadelphia Eagles. So she got to go to the Super Bowl.
Oh, I'm so proud of her.
I believe it was Simone that helped them get a Super Bowl.
Yay, Simone.
But she's a dance major at a college in Philadelphia. So Kay is purposefully going to all of her performances that she can.
And she should be.
Absolutely. Because this last time, because Simone will be moving to the West Coast to pursue a career in dance, which Kay has strong feelings of. But, you know, that's the Japanese mother in her. But also, Kay's family is flying in from Japan.
Yes.
So there's a lot going on. So Kay has also warned her clients. Sometimes you guys have a busy season. She's told her clients, look, these are my openings. Get in now. She even told me, the owner of the company, you may not be able to squeeze in. Get your stuff in now.
Yes.
So just know that. And if that's the way it goes, that's the way it goes.
Because these are important times for her.
Yeah.
And we need to support her during this. And that's okay.
Right. And Simone deserves this because she lost her father when she was 16. So it's like, you know, Kay doing this is a really special. And Kay's worked hard to get Simone to graduate.
This is a good time for us, as a reminder, for us to put that on the Facebook of what a wonderful mother and raising her daughter and what Simone has accomplished as a marketing tool. Sorry, Kay, we're going to use you. But for your other estheticians out here, this is actually a very good time for you. You need to be talking about, what does pollen do to the skin? When I'm congested on the inside, what's it doing to the biggest organ that we have. We tend to forget that the skin is the largest organ
Or
we have.
we need to slough off all the winter dead skin.
So this is
the
a
winter's been
wonderful
hard.
time.
Yeah.
We are selling the bejesus out of Pretty Feet. If you don't know about Pretty Feet,
God.
you're not retailing it. Shame on you. People, it's flying off the shelves. We reorder it all the time. Pretty Feet, exactly as it's spelled. Look it up. So for estheticians, this is a good time to be building up your business. And if you're building it up, partner, if you don't have a massage therapist in your place, with saying, your shoulders seem a little bit more tense, even though I'm all about the face. You might want to consider getting a massage. Partner up together.
And then massage therapist, if you notice that their skin is gross, kindly say, your skin's a little dry.
Yeah.
I know a great esthetician.
Yeah.
When we refer to other people, number one, the universe will give that back to you.
Oh, God.
That is just a
if
truthful
you
thing.
do it from the heart. You do it for money reasons. I'm not so sure about that.
No,
but
you deserve a
you do it from
slap
the
in
heart.
the face. But if you do it in the heart because you really care about your clients, number one. Number two is sometimes we can't treat what they need. We can't do that. They have to go to somebody else. So
Yes.
don't be afraid to do that, even in Pekin Valley.
Let me point out a couple of areas that y'all may not, you massage therapists may not realize that an esthetician could probably help with. One is the back. Estheticians are taught how to do back facials. Another area, and I don't know how, as an esthetician, if they're allowed to do this or not, but there's a strange dry condition that happens around the ankles on a lot of men and women, especially men, that it gets very scaly and hard. And it might be something you want to say, you need to go see our esthetician. She might have a cream to help remove that a little bit quicker. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll try to get the formal name for it for another episode, but, think outside your box. But what we're really trying to get you to understand in all of this is relax, take a breath. It's not necessarily you. If it were you, you wouldn't be this far along in your career. Okay. So take a breath and just say, what can I do now?
And actually go do it.
Yeah, don't just sit there pondering and worrying about
And
it.
having a pity party.
Oh God, no!
This is not the
I
time to
don't have
pity
time for pity
This
parties.
is not time to have a pity party. So I told some of my 6-pillar people, I'm like, okay, you get 5 minutes a week to whine about your business. Then get up, put your big girl britches on.
And go get a tattoo like Beth.
Beth did, yeah. Or, but what she's doing, Chicago Beth is taking advantage of it because she's moving to a bigger space May 1st. So May 1st. So what she's doing is she's like, okay, I'm going to take advantage of the slower period and focus on that. I told all of them, like, when we have a slower period, sometimes when you get so successful, when you get a slower period, you're actually thankful because it allows you to get some stuff done that you've been meaning to get done.
I gotta admit, every now and then our phone will slow up and not ring. And for about 10 minutes, we'll start worrying about it. And then we'll think, oh, thank God. Let's do some things. Let's change around some decor. Or let's just go get lunch. Or, I'll order in and the girls will pull out chairs and they'll sit out in the sun. And it feels good. You don't want this for a long period of time.
No.
But we'll have days where I'll run 2 or 3 days, like 3 or 4 times a year, and we've learned to embrace that.
The other thing is, since we're going to summer, don't be afraid to do what's called summer hours.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously, like I don't understand why people keep their same hours. You can switch up your schedule. Say during the summer, I'm open from this time to this time.
Yeah, now we're talking about individual therapists. If you're a larger business, you have to maintain some consistency.
Right, but if you're an independent massage therapist, that's the benefit of being an independent massage therapist is that you can adjust for summer hours. So if you want to take every other Friday off, take every other Friday off.
Yeah, and what you will find is by narrowing up your hours,
you'll suddenly get
your
full.
books will suddenly get full, and then you'll suddenly get more clients and people you haven't seen in a while. Because what happens is they think, "Ooh, I need to rebook because I'm going to have a hard time getting in to see her when I want to see her." It's a very interesting phenomenon.
Yeah, and so that's the key. So look at your books. Are they too big right now? Narrow them up.
Yes, is your time. Do you have too much gap time in between? We have found over the years, it's a scary thought, but this guy always comes in at 5:00 and then he won't come in to see me. He'll go find somebody else. Well, then you haven't satisfied his itch well enough. And that was not a sexual comment. That was a body comment about then if you're good enough for them, they will find you during the time you need them to find you.
They absolutely will. So stop worrying about that. Stop worrying about that and focus on the things that you can control. Take a risk, narrow those hours. And again, summer's a great time to do it because it's temporary. So if it doesn't work, you can always expand it in the fall.
Define your summer by Memorial to
Labor Day.
Labor Day.
Yeah.
Just define it like they do with the pools.
Yeah, seriously, and do that, and if you're in a tourist area, this may be, as Erica Olson would say when she's in Hell Week, which is Christmas time for her, which normally most people are really are slower. She's like, no, this is Hell Week. I know I'm going to be busy. So if you're in an area that's more touristy, more beachside, guess what? This is your busy season. Open your books up more if you can.
Yeah, so you got to know your market. So this is a good time to start analyzing your market.
But the best thing you can do is keep going. Just keep swimming like Dory. Just keep swimming.
Where'd he go now? Where'd he go now?
Well, okay. So anyway, yes, you can tell we have tiny humans. Anyway, this is, of course, episode 42, 3 of the podcast 43. So if you want the resource of the checklist that I mentioned earlier in the episode, go to spapreneur.com/043. We are still allowing you to take advantage of the 50% off sale for our community memberships. Membership people get automatic access first to all of our guides, our courses, and we're doing masterminds starting in May. So where they'll actually get one-on-one video access with me to ask questions directly. They have a private forum where they can ask lots of different questions and topics. And the reason we did that versus a Facebook group is that it's searchable. It's just much better.
Yes.
So go to spapreneurcommunity.com and type in the code 50OFF. That's 50OFF to get 50% off forever so long as you're signed up of the membership. The membership is normally $97 a month, which is still a very good deal.
That's so affordable. Break it down. That's in our area, that's 1.5 massages.
Yeah, a month. And that's really, but if you're going to book like 6 more because of that, you've paid for the, that's the way you have to look at investment. I just talked to one of my private coaching clients. And by the way, private coaching with me starts at $425. For a few sessions. So $97 a month is still a really good value.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, so just do that. And again, Spapreneur Live.
Hell, I pay you more than that.
You do.
A lot more than that.
You do. I gave you grandchildren.
Yes, you did. Okay. All right.
Anyway, go to spapreneurcommunity.com to get that. And do you have anything else? Peaks and valleys?
Nope. Just hang in there. Don't let it get you down. The cup's not half full. It's not half empty. It just needs to be filled back up again.
Exactly. So find the well and fill it back up. Sometimes you got to dig to find a water source.
Oh, isn't that prophetic?
I know. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Need more actionable steps to get your spa headed in the right direction? Head to spapreneur.com. We've got the tools, tricks, and methods to making your spa as successful as it can be. Spapreneur.com.